Here's a number line you're familiar with. Let me ask you a question. How many integers exist between 5 and minus 5? We have 4 on the positive side, 0 and 4 on the negative side. 9 integers in all. Now let me draw a number line with rational numbers on it. In the center we have a 0. On the right hand side we have numbers 1 by 4, 2 by 4 and so on up to 5 by 4. On the left hand side we have numbers minus 1 by 4, minus 2 by 4 and so on up to minus 5 by 4. Now let me ask you a similar question. How many rational numbers exist between minus 5 by 4 and 5 by 4? If you count the numbers on the board, you will see 9 rational numbers. Is that the correct answer? No, the correct answer is infinite. There are infinite rational numbers between any two rational numbers. We will see why in the coming videos.
Hi and welcome to the session. Let us discuss the following question. Question says, find 5 rational numbers between minus 3 upon 2 and 5 upon 3. Let us now start with the solution. Now given rational numbers are minus 3 upon 2 and 5 upon 3. Now we will convert minus 3 upon 2 and 5 upon 3 to rational numbers with same denominator. Now, multiplying and dividing numerator and denominator of minus 3 upon 2 by 3, you get minus 9 upon 6. And multiplying numerator and denominator of 5 upon 3 by 2, you get 10 upon 6. Now, these two rational numbers have same denominator. So, it is very easy to find out any 5 rational numbers between them. Now, these rational numbers are minus 8 upon 6, minus 7 upon 6, 0, 1 upon 6, 2 upon 6. Note that there can be many more such rational numbers. So our required answer is 5 rational numbers between minus 3 upon 2 and 5 upon 3 are minus 8 upon 6, minus 7 upon 6, 0, 1 upon 6 and 2 upon 6. This completes the session. Hope you understood the solution. Take care and have a nice day.
Fractions between fractions. As you know, there could be infinite number of fractions between any two fractions. Here the question is, write two fractions between 3 over 4 and 4 over 5. So let's try to figure out how to write down fractions between fractions. So the lower one we have is 3 over 4 and then the higher one is 4 over 5. So 3 over 4 and 4 over 5 are the two given fractions. We need to write fractions in between them. Well, the best way is, let's make their denominators same. So if we make common denominator, it could be 20 as a common denominator, right? So let's multiply the numerator and denominator of the first one by 5. That will give us 15 over 20. And for the next one, we can multiply them by 4, which is 16 over 20. Now, we have common denominator of 20. We need to find fractions between them. Well, between 15 and 16 we know there is no other number and we are not allowed to put decimal numbers, right? Let's avoid them for the time being. Now what can we do? How about trying another equivalent fraction? Let's multiply these by 2. What do we get? We get 30 over 40, correct? 15 over 20 is same as 30 over 40. And for the next one, what do we get? We get 16 times 2 is 32 and then 20 times 2 is 40. Do you see? We get one fraction in between 30 and 32. That is 31 over 40. That is in between them, right? We need 2. Well, let's multiply these by 2 again and then see what do we get. So what we get here is 2 times 30 is 60 over 80, and this is equivalent to 64 over 80. Now it is easy, right? Now we can write down a couple of fractions between these two. One, for example, will be 61 over 80, right? Then we could write 62 over 80, right? So like this, we can write fractions between any two fractions. So the idea is get equivalent fractions of higher order, and then you can write your fractions. Of course, you could have written simplified this, right? And as we saw here, we do have 31 over 40, which is same as 62 over 80, right? So like this, we can write fractions between fractions, and you can continue this series and write infinite number of fractions between any two fractions. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you.
One of the categories of plotting the rational numbers on the number line is when the numerators are less than the denominators. Let's try to plot 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 on the number line. First, we see how we can plot 1 by 2. The numerator 1 is less than the denominator 2. When the numerator is less than the denominator, the positive rational number will be between 0 and 1. So we draw the number line like this. The number 1 by 2 has to lie somewhere between 0 and 1. Now we divide the length between 0 and 1 into equal parts. How many equal parts is the question? The denominator tells us the number of equal parts. The denominator is 2, so we divide it into 2 equal parts. This line divides this region into 2 equal parts. But what does the numerator tell us? It tells us the number of parts starting from 0. The numerator is 1, and therefore we take one part from 0 and mark 1 by 2 here. We can use the same procedure to mark minus 1 by 2 on the left side of 0. Divide it into 2 parts and mark minus 1 by 2 one part away from 0. Just as integers had corresponding values, rational numbers too have corresponding values. In our example, minus 1 by 2 corresponds to 1 by 2. Let us look at another example where the numerator is less than the denominator. We have to plot 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4. Let us plot 3 by 4 first. Since the numerator is less than the denominator, we know that the number will be between 0 and 1. So we draw the number line like this, with just 0 and 1 plotted. Remember, the denominator tells us the number of equal parts. Since the denominator is 4, we divide the length between 0 and 1 into 4 equal parts. Drawing these 3 lines gives us 4 equal parts. Now we move to the numerator. The numerator tells us the number of parts from the number 0. Since the numerator is 3, we move 3 equal parts from 0. 1, 2 and 3. So we mark 3 by 4 here. Now let us plot minus 3 by 4. Since 3 is less than 4 and the rational number is negative, we know that it will come between 0 and minus 1. We divide this length into 4 equal parts as the denominator is 4. And we mark minus 3 by 4 3 parts away from 0. That's it. We have plotted the points. But let me ask you a question. You have plotted the numbers 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4. But do you know which numbers are plotted on these points? Here's your answer. Since this is one part, we mark 1 by 4 here. Since these are 2 parts, we mark 2 by 4 here. Similarly, we can plot minus 1 by 4 and minus 2 by 4 here. This was just for your understanding, and you don't need to mark all the points if you're asked to mark just 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4. In the next video, we will look at an example in which the numerator is greater than the denominator. In this video, we will try to plot rational numbers whose numerators are greater than their denominators. Let us plot 7 by 4 and minus 7 by 4. we try to plot 7 by 4 first. The first step in such kind of problems where the numerator is greater than the denominator is to convert it into a mixed fraction form. You would have learned this in your earlier classes, but let me quickly show you how. We only have to divide 7 by 4. We get the quotient as 1 and the remainder as 3. So we write the mixed fraction as quotient, remainder by divisor. This is the whole part and this is the fractional part. So we can write 7 by 4 as 1 3 by 4. 1 is called the whole number part and 3 by 4 is called the proper fraction part. Each of the three numbers 1, 3 and 4 tell us something about where 7 by 4 is plotted on the number line. The whole number part tells us the position of 7 by 4. So 1 tells us that the rational number 7 by 4 is between itself and the next whole number. The next whole number is 2. So we know that 7 by 4 is between 1 and 2. So we draw the number line accordingly with just 0, 1 and 2 marked. The denominator of the proper fraction part tells us the number of equal parts this segment is divided into. Since it is 4, we divide this segment into 4 parts. This segment between 1 and 2 is divided into 4 equal parts. The numerator of the proper fraction tells us the number of parts from the first whole number. So it is 3 parts away from 1. So we mark 7 by 4 here. What about minus 7 by 4? We can write minus 7 by 4 as minus 1 3 by 4. Now the number minus 1 tells us that minus 7 by 4 is between itself and the next number. Make note of the fact that the next number will be on the left hand side since minus 7 by 4 is a negative rational number. So the next number is minus 2. Now we can say that minus 7 by 4 is between minus 1 and minus 2. The denominator tells us the number of equal parts this length is divided into. So we divide it into 4 equal parts by marking 3 lines. The number 3 tells us the number of parts from the number minus 1. So leaving 3 parts from minus 1, we mark minus 7 by 4 here. With that, we are done with the topic of plotting positive and negative rational numbers. Please practice this concept thoroughly and make note of the summary which appears at the end of this video.